Hello, guys. Good evening. Welcome back to Divine Invocations Tarot. And this happens to be the first deck, which is a Dharma deck. And unfortunately, I received a phone call. That's why the recording was interrupted. So I'm not going to shuffle the cards again. I'm going to read out the spread for you the way I received it. So the first card for the week is Surrender. Let me read out the message from this card. Sri Chaitanya prays, I only know Krishna as my Lord, and he will remain so, even if he handles me roughly by his embrace, or makes me broken hearted by not appearing before me. He is completely free to do as he likes, and as he is my worshipful Lord unconditionally. So, the first card for the week is Surrender. It's quite possible that you are willfully understanding that reality is something which is a kind of a mystery, and you like to be present with your mind and heart soulfully to all the events that are happening around you. So surrenderment is one of the most important foundation of spiritual life as well. Surrenderment is important for developing the ability to take proper decisions, which is not related to negative sides of one person, which is the egoic self. So surrenderment is the first card, which is amazing, has that positivity in it, but there is anger coming in after that. Let's read out the message. While contemplating the objects of the senses, a person develops attachment, and from such attachment lust develops, and from lust anger arises. This is from the Bhagavad Gita. So it is quite possible that you're trying to grip something or hold something too fast or too hard. So why does this happen to us, that when we want to make sure that we develop ourselves to a better person, in the process of doing it we are moving towards realizing that we cannot exist on our own, so we develop attachments, and from there anger and lust are the divides. So it's very easy to fall into these traps of the mind. When we learn to surrender to the divine, we have to let the divine do the talking. And when anger is there, lust is there, attachment is there, this is how we are able to relate to our body and mind and the complex of the body and mind. So the answer is the third card for the week, which is the amazing answer called meditation. So it says, chanting is like a child crying for her mother's presence. The Lord reveals himself to those who chant sincerely. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. So it's very evident that this read is purely about surrenderment and realizing the after effect of surrenderment. It's just like when there's a bad habit that you've quit, and suddenly that bad habit wants to manifest after years suddenly. So anger and rage is very natural for you to experience in the process of you going towards surrendering yourself to the divine. Divine can be in any form that you worship, or even an infinite form. So while doing that, you would realize that you are able to relate to yourself to such an extent that you understand the roots of your anger, the roots of your attachment, which you have to just read and understand from your mind and heart. When you keep moving towards that neutrality, you will achieve a better state of bliss, which is meditation. Through this process, actually meditation can be any form of practice. It can be meditation during sleep as well, or anything which helps to reinforce that form of positivity in you. Now, mind you, positivity also has something called toxic positivity, which is also a negative side of positivity as well. You might be wondering, if it's negative side, why is it called positivity? That's how it is, because the mind is designed to believe it's something to be positive, but it's actually not. So if you know yourself better, you would realize that there is a path of surrender. And when you realize that the path of surrender is something to which you're moving, your negativities might try to manifest, and that's when you put the lid on it by properly putting yourself into good spiritual practices, or anything which makes your life a bit more purer or divine, you can say. And that's the reading for the current week. Jai Shri Krishna.